Hi, today we're going to be working on pivoting. Pivoting is where your dog shifts her body around her front paws, which remain nearly planted. This is rather difficult for four-legged animals as they have little hind-end awareness, as it is called. Movement starts at the front end, and their trunk and hindquarters simply follow. Hind-end awareness is very useful when teaching your dog to fix a crooked sit on her own, training the flip finish, or more intricate obedience footwork such as sidestepping, or any movement where the front and hind end must move independently from one another. You'll need an object sturdy and large enough for your dog to stand on, a clicker or any other marker, and some treats. Let's begin. Start by teaching your dog to stand with both front paws on the object. Do this by luring her on to the object with a treat. Initially, click and treat for one paw, and then both. If your dog is reluctant to step onto the object, she may not like the texture, and it might just be easier to change it altogether rather than working to get her used to it. Once your dog is reliably stepping onto the object with both paws, you may add a verbal cue. Mine, for example, is paws on. Once your dog has mastered this, you may move on to the next step. With your dog on the object, ask for a step by tapping your thigh or calling her name. Click and treat even the tiniest step. If she steps off, just cue her back on. Remember, this is harder for four-legged animals than it is for us, so be very patient. Ask for steps in both directions so as to not create the habit of favoring a leg. You always want your dog parallel to you, so keep your steps small at the beginning. You should be easy to follow. Once your dog is a pro at remaining parallel to you after every step, you can start to increase the number of steps, first completing a quarter turn, then a half turn, and finally a 360-degree pivot around the object. And remember, whatever you do in one direction, you do in the other as well. Once your dog is comfortable completing a full 360-degree pivot, you can take the object away and start asking for little steps as you did at the beginning. Start small and progress to a full 360-degree pivot. It should be noted that during a clockwise turn, aka the right about turn, it is normal for your dog to move her front paws a little more to remain parallel to you, especially if she's a small breed dog. That's all there is to teaching the pivot. Good luck and happy training!